Hey everyone, I'm back. As many of you have asked about where have I been, or specifically, some people commenting on every video, every day. Where are you? When are you coming back? I'm gonna look this up. Sorry. Oh, I forgot my whole. There you go, just for that. Jesus Lopez. That is you, man. Thank you for egging me on to do it because I need to get back into it. Anyway, nothing crazy today. I've got the mic a little set off to the side because I'm gonna eat a sandwich. Not just any sandwich. No. I am going to eat a sausage and pepper hero that I made myself. So we've got the mild Italian and spicy Italian sausage with the red pepper, onions. There's some green pepper in there. Take a load of that. Slice it all up, cook it up, and you better believe I'm losing my sausage. You better believe that I made this in my cast iron skillet. Let's get a little closer here. And these aren't quite heroes, quite hoagie rolls. For whatever reason, they didn't have any at the store. So these are like French sandwich bread or something. That's really close. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh man. I'm so hungry right now. It's way later than I usually eat. Because I wanted to do a video of this. So I had to wait until the kids go to bed, or one of the kids go to bed, and I fed them, but obviously I'm not gonna wait around for my sandwich for an hour or two, so I waited to eat. They wouldn't have eaten this anyway. I keep looking down the screen. I'm watching myself eat. This is so good. Thirsty. Today we're drinking a Rolling Rock. I think this is the first twist off beer, maybe, that I've had on. Maybe. Okay, it's twist off. I thought I was an idiot. I might cut that part out so I don't look like such a dumbass. So, now Rolling Rock, you might say, that's not very, I don't know, beer snobby? Is that a word? That's right. Oh, man. It's a little skunky and I like it. So, I remember Rolling Rock specifically, for some reason, thinking that back when I first kind of got into drinking beer, at the grocery store at least, there wasn't a whole lot of selection. There was your, obviously, BMC, Bud Miller Coors, and a few others. Guinness and Foster's. And Rolling Rock was fairly new. And it was kind of like, whoa, this is the most different beer. I'm hesitant to say craft, but you couldn't buy beer like you can now. And I'm sure that I was even spoiled. I'm sure you go back another decade and you really couldn't buy the beer that you could buy then. But, so it kind of reminds me of getting into the different kinds of beers that were out there. The other reason that I'm drinking Rolling Rock is because this very sandwich is I guess you could call it a recipe, because it kind of is. It's not very difficult to make, but it's in the cookbook from Anthony Bourdain, Appetites. And while I'm sure he would drink a lot of beers, you always see him drinking like a light beer. A lot of times a Peroni or a Heineken. And he's said that he doesn't like the beer snobbery, and that his favorite beer to drink is a cold beer. And this beer is definitely cold, and probably, in my fridge at least, the most comparable to Heineken or any of the other green bottle kind of skunky beers. I didn't have anything else like it in my fridge, so. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of Anthony Bourdain. And obviously he has since passed, and I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of, I've been going through a lot of his books and his shows still, and yeah, so here we are. I think I lost a pepper. Oh, there it is. For those of you that have not seen his show, go check it out. It's few of them. But the two biggies are No Reservations and Parts Unknown, which you can watch Parts Unknown on Netflix right now. Man, I think I got a little crazy with the sandwich here. Part of the reason I haven't made a video in a while, because I didn't know if my computer would let me. I had an issue with it and it was freezing up, but it seems to be pretty safe right now. I do have a little surprise later. I have a couple different, I guess it's not a surprise if I tell you, but I'll tell you anyway. A couple of different microphones that I got. I'm excited to try out, but me being awesome, I got a microphone and I got the mic stand, and then I totally forgot about microphone cable. And while I do have some, there's a plane. I need one more. Oh well. Next time. Oh man, I don't know if I can do this. And what's really crazy, I decided to make 2 sandwiches. Look at that. It looks delicious, but man, I can't eat that. I'm so full. I was so hungry and boom, fill up quick. Yep, I just popped that sausage in my mouth. There's no innuendo. So the problem with this sandwich is that sometimes I feel a little bit sick after eating too much sausage. Again, no innuendo. I don't know. Maybe it's a pork thing, but I love pork. But sometimes sausage just gives me like a headache and whatever. I don't know. It's a strange reaction, but I love it. So it's gonna be a hard fight on that one. Hopefully in an hour, I won't be shitting like a mink. If anyone catches that reference. But I can't eat this second sandwich. I think I'm just gonna sit here. I'll take it downstairs and heat it up for tomorrow. Let's move it all around. There we go. Is that better? It's not ear to ear because I didn't know how the sandwich was going to work out, but I'll talk about food for a minute. So lately, in the mornings, because I go to work, I've been eating, I've actually been drinking Soylent. Also, Jimmy Joy. On occasion, I think Soylent is better. Jimmy Joy was cheaper, so I tried it, and I still have some left. But the Soylent, the chai, every morning I love it. And then and then around 11 o'clock, if I am at home or I'm sorry, if I'm at work, I'll eat, I'll drink another Soylent. Some of that is to save money, but then the other part of it is I don't want to eat crappy fast food. And I do enjoy like going to Chipotle or something. I understand that it's not like authentic, but I think like it's pretty fresh. I took the windscreen off because people have said that it sounds better without, but then I forgot that I'm blowing into the microphone every time I use the P or B. So I'll try to be aware of that. But Chipotle is kind of expensive, so only on occasion. So Soylent the other times, because I'm not going to go get a dollar burger at Burger King and feel like crap the rest of the day. Soylent gives me the nutrients and the energy I need, and then I don't feel like crap the rest of the day. And then I can save my good eating for dinner time when I can cook something nice or spend time with my family. But why waste? I'm starting to have this. I have a really good relationship with food. I feel like where I don't want to spend any time feeling crappy from eating. Although this sandwich may make me feel not great, but it's so good. There's not many things that I can think of that are so good and then I feel like crap an hour later. So, Soylent in the mornings, which by the way, the chai is good anyway, and usually I'm eating a nutrient bar or something besides that because I have to leave so early for work. But then once I come home, or on the weekends, or I eat food, that's good food, you know. I just don't have the time or patience for wasting a meal on nastiness. I don't know if anybody understands that or if I'm just kind of sounding like a pompous ass, but that's how I feel about it. Also, this is my first beer in a week or so because I was drinking not like a lot, but just I would come home, I would start cooking, have a beer too, be kind of tired, and I didn't get anything else done. And my writing suffered, my mood suffered, I just felt like I was in a rut. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, being in sort of a down place. And I got one of my books back from my editor. Well, I had planned on getting back into writing because it took like a month and it was a waste. And it's funny because when I first started writing, I was kind of, you gotta do it. And then my editor sent me back one of the stories that I had sent him, and he said it was, I mean, he had his edits, obviously, there's nothing perfect, but he said it was great stuff and solid work were two things that stood out. And I was just like, whoa, I had a feeling that this last story that I sent him was just gonna be total rubbish. Which, by the way, I don't know. I think that may be the first time that I've ever said that word, rubbish. And it just kind of kicked me into gear again. And not that inspiration and motivation is what you need every time to do something, but sometimes it helps give you a boost, and then hopefully you can get into a discipline of doing those things. So now the goal is to keep doing it and just not stop, and then be disciplined enough that even if it feels like I'm pulling teeth, that I still do it. I still sit down. I still get my words in. I don't know why I just started writing when I've been talking about food, but I was talking about my mood, and so writing always makes me feel better. But I go in these slumps where I'm feeling great, and then I kind of fall off the writing, and then I go down, and writing pulls me back up. So, the beer was good. I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. Expect to see me back soon. I have some plans. The biggest thing for me right now is just finding the time to do it, because it's difficult for me to do it at night. And I have to do it after my youngest is asleep. Otherwise, it's just noise city. So I have a couple of videos that never got posted because you can just hear in the background, at the stages of his life, being a baby, and now he's a toddler. So what are you gonna do? Other ASMR creators don't have that problem, and I'm sure some still do have that problem, but I don't live their life and they don't live mine, so what are you gonna do? I think I've said that enough. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for... My channel seems to continually grow, even though I haven't been around for a while, but I'm going to be around for a little while. I'm sure I'll go in slumps. I'll be here a chunk of time. Then maybe for like a month I'll disappear, and then I'll come back with a chunk of time. That's just everything I do, I think. So thanks for joining me, eating my sausage and pepper hero. Alright, you guys. Good night, or afternoon, or wherever you're at.